Okay, guys, welcome back to Traderscale Success Story. Today, we're joined by none other than Atanas Aleksandrov. So, welcome back, mate. This is another episode we've had Atanas on for. So, he was on a few months ago with us. Once again, he's back in the hot seat. One of our most successful traders and consistent traders. So, it's great to have people back on, guys. Obviously, trading's quite difficult. So, again, people showing that consistency is what we like to see. So, Atanas, how are you, brother? It's great to have you back.
Amazing, brother. Thank you again for meeting me here.
Oh, you're welcome,
And I'm
brother.
great, man. I'm
Yeah.
really great.
So just tell us, right? So for the people who don't know you, obviously I said mentioned before that Atlas has been on before. So for the people who don't know you, just tuning in now, tell us a little bit about yourself again.
Yeah, I'm Atanas and I'm 31 years old. I just moved back to Bulgaria, to my home country, thanks to Traderscale, I can say, because we've been in the Netherlands for 5 years. We've been working there. I was working an office job, and then I started trading with Traderscale since 2024, I believe, the end of 2024. And since then, I start trading with huge capital thanks to Traderscale. And then I moved back to my country because taxes are low and life is just so simple.
Yeah,
And
and
this
probably a bit
trading journey
cheaper.
gives me the opportunity to move.
It's probably
Yeah,
a
it
bit
is
cheaper
definitely like
than the
half.
Netherlands. Netherlands is expensive, isn't it? Like, well, I mean, if you're staying in like Amsterdam,
Oh
it's
man,
pricey.
it's I think Netherlands is the most expensive country in Europe right now, man. It's
So
crazy. Like 5,000 euros per month will be enough just to live and pay your bills. That's crazy, man.
yeah, that's mental. That's like London prices, man. I'm not about
Yeah.
that really.
Yeah.
So how has your trading been going recently?
Recently, I've been doing good, man.
Yeah.
I've scored one good payout with just a simple strategy and consistency. Nothing else. No brainstorming, no indicators, no uh, looking at the charts all the time. Just a simple entry, 15 minutes. That, that's it.
Awesome. That's good to know and good to hear. So, how much have you been paid out with Traderscale in total?
In total, it's around $8,000, I
Eight
think,
thousand
even
dollars.
more.
That's all right. It's okay. So, do you know the exact number or is it just roughly?
No, yeah, it's not like a number like 8,000, 9,000, but it's like I took like three or four payouts. So in total is around
Oh,
$8,000.
nice. Well done on that. So, how are you balancing your work and life and hobbies and stuff like that? Are you still doing the full-time trading?
Yes, sure.
Nice, bud. Well
So
done.
basically I'm super free because I can trade whatever session I want. And then based on that, I'll manage my life. So even if I'm here or there or in another country, I can still manage. But trading is like that, man.
Yeah, brilliant. So do you do any sports, gym and stuff like that?
I do gym. I even sign up for a reality.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
waiting to see if I'm going on a TV show.
No way.
But yeah,
What one is it
so
called?
is it called? Let me see how it is in English. It's this game of no, is it like Game of Hope? But it's like physical activities and stuff, and you
Oh, is
fight for
it?
food and yeah.
Oh, class. That's class. That sounds
It's crazy,
wicked.
man.
I'll have to you have to if you get on it, link me and I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, for
That'll
sure,
be
man.
that'll be
It's
interesting.
crazy. Yeah.
Reality TV show. Okay, that's awesome. So, back to trading now. So,
Yeah.
what do your family and friends think of you being a like professional trader the last year?
Yeah, they were quite like, huh? What is this trading? Is it gambling? You know, first they question, then they ask you how you do it, then they, so please explain to me, learn, teach me how you do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
People, yeah, it was not quite famous here in the Bulgaria. So people were, what is this charts and
Yeah.
stuff? And are you investor? Are you that and this? No, it's quite strange for people to see me on the charts. But
Yeah.
when I explain them what I'm doing, they're like, "Oh, okay, that's interesting. Can I invest?" I
Yeah.
said, "No, you can invest a lot of time, and then you
Yeah.
can learn. It's
First
not a
of all.
simple job,
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. I agree with that. It's
but
it's like
everyone supports me for sure."
Yeah, well, that's good to have the support of your family and friends around, But at first, I think people look at it as a bit, like, what's this? They're obviously a little bit skeptical because it doesn't really have the best of reps, does it? But yeah, I mean, if you put the hours in, dedicate yourself, you have a good mentor, and you do all the things right, manage your risk, it's not going to come quick, But
For
if you
sure,
keep doing the same thing every day for like a year, you're going to be good at it, right? So
for sure.
it's the same with anything,
Yeah,
if you rode a motocross bike every day for a year, by the end of the year, you're probably going to be pretty good at it. So, yeah. So, like, obviously, we spoke before, and you'd just gone full time, and then you was traveling with your, doing like a holiday or something with your missus, I think, and you were like kind of just transitioning. So, are you trading the same as well, or is this something you've tweaked?
I've tweaked a little bit. Uh, I start trading in the before beginning of London session because it's here 8 o'clock in the morning. So I wake up, I walk the dog, I look after the little one, and then I can sit for 1 hour, 2 hours, and execute my edge, and then just have the whole day in front of me. Sometimes I go back in the New York session if there is some kind of move I want to catch, but I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent than aggressive.
Right.
Before I was more aggressive.
Okay. Brilliant. So. Any tips for traders that are juggling work, school, or business?
Yeah, sure. Choose your edge and then choose your session time. Be on a quiet place with a good setup with your mind and just execute your edge consistently and over time. If it works, you will be really profitable. And what do you have to do is build capital. The only way you can build capital is with prop firm. And the only prop firm, as I believe, is Traderscale. So just don't wait.
Nice, mate. Well, thanks for the kind words there. We do our best to
Sure, man.
facilitate traders' needs, so it's nice to hear that. No, we
You
don't
do.
really get many complaints, to be fair. There's one or two people writing reviews that are like, I mean, they say, oh, and it's like, well, mate, you didn't actually follow the rules, so like, we can't just
Yeah.
like, we can't just bend the rules and then, not. It just doesn't work like that. It's not, Anyways, but so let's speak about like over trading now. So obviously you're not working full time. You've got a lot of free time, you said. So do you think that there's like a temptation with that to be over trading?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was over trading for a long, long time, man. And
yeah,
even I have some times which I feel like I overtrade and I'm trying to stop myself from doing that. And I think this is the most expensive pain you can do to yourself and to your mental status. So my advice for all the people is just stay away from overtrading, man.
yeah.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and guys, like I said, everyone says the same thing when they come on the show. It's this. It's the mo most successful traders do the same thing. They choose a session, choose a time, spend 1 hour, put the trade on, leave it. If it's done, maybe go have one more go. If not, it's finished. Just like leave it for the day. Come back again tomorrow, whatever. And if the setup's not there, don't take it. Don't if you're trying to force something, it's probably going to be shit. So,
Yeah.
um, so do you enjoy the flexibility of trading, or do you find you get a little bit like, oh, what do I do today?
I got these times when I was like, ah, what do I do today? Especially if the weather is shitty outside. But now we're getting into the summer slowly. The weather is fine, so we can travel a lot. And
Slowly.
trading giving you this opportunity to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really do enjoy it.
Yeah, nice, mate. Nice. So before when you were in work, did you ever miss a big trade because you were in work?
Damn yeah, for
It's
sure.
annoying, isn't
Especially
it?
especially if you work from 8 to 5 and then you miss probably all
All the
session
sessions.
openings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
And
you're
then
working
you
at
go
eight,
into the
yeah.
market, not on the kill zone, not on the especially opening, and then the liquidity is gone, and then you just catch the fake outs, and then you're like, oh, this is not for me, this doesn't work. No, it works, but in specific time frames.
Yeah, I got you. Right. So let's
Yeah.
talk about a little bit about your strategy now. So what instruments do you trade? I think you were trading gold last time I spoke to you. And do you still trade gold? Have you altered your strategy at all?
Yeah, I'm still trading gold, man. That's
Oh,
the only. the only symbol I trade now. It's quite aggressive, especially nowadays. Now, the last 2 months, it's kind of
Yeah,
crazy moves. But if you keep your strategy simple, it doesn't matter which instrument you trade. It is by the end of the day is edge. If the edge is working, then strategy is working, and then the only thing left is your mindset and the execution. So emotions are your enemy. So if you're emotionless, then you will be the best trader ever.
yeah, brilliant. I love that. That's
Yeah.
great. So let's talk about what risk, what's your risk appetite? Is it you like 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, or do you go for a home run, big one?
Now, with this edge I've been testing for the last 3 months, it's 1 to 3, and I'm risking 0.25 to 0.5% per
Oh,
day,
okay, nice.
which keeps me away from drawdown, which keeps me away from overtrading, and keeps me away from all the bad stuff that can happen to you
I
and to
think
your
so as
account.
well. I say with a challenge, I always say to people, like when you're doing a challenge, maybe risk 1%, maybe two, just a couple of trades, get it done quick, and then
Yeah,
if not, have another go. And chances are you're going to pass, if you're a decent trader, you're going to pass most of them. Then
yeah,
just when you've got the funded capital, switch it down, turn it down to 0.5% or
yeah.
2.25%. Because if you do that on like a 200K account, like you're still making
That's
like
enough, man.
$500 a day on like 0.25%. Like if you and then you get a if you make like three good trades, like you've made like 3 grand. You know what I mean? On a 1 to 2 risk. It's not,
Yeah, but that's the average salary, man.
yeah,
So
it's that's like that's
why more? Of
yeah, and that's only what that can be done easily in 1 week, 2 weeks. So you don't need more than that really.
course, yeah.
So see, so let's talk about the freedom trading has given you. What's one thing that you really like about it?
Spending my whole time with my family.
Oh, nice,
The
mate.
best thing that trading can do for you is be with your loved ones all the fucking time you want.
Yeah.
So that's,
No,
I think, and of course, the financial opportunity which gives you playing with percentages like 0.25% pays all your bills. That's
yeah.
also amazing. Change
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, no. And especially if
The
you're in
only thing
like
you have to
yeah, if you're in like Bulgaria, for example, it's not too expensive there. You just need like probably 1,000 a month to live, and then the any extra
to
just go,
live.
yeah, just to live, and then go any extra is like a plus, it's like a bonus. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, perfect, really. You might have a little hack there for future traders. Head to Bulgaria and live it up. Okay. So
Yeah, why not?
what's your? Let's talk about your goals for the future. What's your 6 month goal from here? Maybe 1 year and then 5 years.
1 year goal from here is 1 million in funding, and then just do whatever I'm good at. Just
Brilliant.
executing the edge, building my own house, and then travel the fucking world.
Just live off the land. Nice.
Yeah.
So have your goals sort of like have your goals changed since you started? Have they gone quicker than you expect or just taken a little bit longer? What would you say?
Yeah. Unfortunately, they took a little bit longer to set up, but it was the only thing that stopped me away was my emotions.
Yeah.
And it was only myself because in this journey, the trading journey, the only enemy is you. So
Mm.
there is nobody else. There's no market. There's no stop hunters. There are no
No,
smart money going after your stop losses or
no,
whatever. It's
no.
you versus you. That's why it took me a little bit longer. I can still see me struggling with emotions from time to time.
Yeah,
But
it's hard.
prop, trading prop capital is giving you this kind of mindset that shifts because you can't break the rules, yeah, right? You will lose your account.
Yeah.
So the rules keeps you in your zone, in your comfort zone, and you can be a little bit more relaxed, knowing that the rules are there for you, not against you.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And it's people say like I've seen some, social media stuff and it's like people are like, oh, yeah, like I just don't get emotional. I'm like, bullshit, dude. Of course you do. Yeah, it's just not possible. Like, but the
Yeah.
best people, the best traders, what they do is they don't say, "Oh, I'm not emotional. I'm not like I'm emotionless." They say, "Well, that's just they take it out of the equation because they say, well, you're actually meant to feel like this. And
Mhm.
they have a system where they're like, right, okay, the systematic rules are there. It's like very, mechanical. And if they follow the rules, it's like, okay, cool. Well, I lost and I'm going to feel sad, but like, they're aware that they're in that emotional state. So when
Yeah,
they're in that emotional state, they don't trade. So like if they
of
lose
course.
3 or 4, they're like, right, okay, so I'm in category A now of emotions. So I'm going to be a little bit emotional today. So I'm just going to wait 1 or 2 days. You know what I mean? So but they can
Exactly.
realize that they're in that state. That's the key, I think. And I read a book. I forgot what it was called. It was really good though. It was about basically just recognizing you were in category A, B, or C. C is like, oh, sorry, A is the good one, and C is the one where you're like, you might not look at something correctly. You might be like, oh well, I'm just a little bit flustered right now because I've lost 2 in a row, or something like that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
it's really interesting. I'll have to get that book for you, man. It's a really good one, actually.
Probably Mark Douglas. Now I'm listening to him, and what he says, just be comfortable with the risk appetite,
Yeah,
because if you risk a lot, you will be more emotional.
yeah,
They're the human beings, eh?
no,
So if you
100%.
risk less and you risk as much as you can afford, then you won't be that emotional,
No, exactly.
and then the trading edge will be easier to execute.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. What do you think is one thing that you've stopped spending money on since trade being a trader? Because sometimes it makes you better with money tr being a trader. You know what I mean?
I really don't know what, man. I just there is
No.
nothing,
That's
nothing.
fair. I'll just tell you mine. It's like I used to go to the casino now and again in America, and I would only take like $100 with me, and just play blackjack for a couple of hours. But it
Oh, that's
wasn't
good.
like crazy, but I just stopped putting money down on the table. I was just like, because I knew the odds were in my favor. It just really bothered me because I was been
Yeah,
like learning trading like 4 or 5 years ago. And yeah, it was just like, yeah, this is weird that I'm putting money down here to like probably lose it. Where because the odds are usually in my favor when I'm
yeah,
trading.
yeah, yeah.
So
Now I get what you mean. Yeah,
yeah, strange. Like it
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of just switched for me. I was like, nah, this is a waste of money. Even
That's
though
for
it was
sure.
like,
Yeah.
you get free drinks and it kind of pays for itself. It's a little bit of
Ah,
entertainment. But
expensive drinks, I would
yeah,
say.
exactly. I mean, it's whereas America, they really like casinos, man. It's like strange.
Yeah.
So, are you planning anything in the near future? You plan to teach, or you're just doing it on your own, or what are you trying to do?
Basically, what I'm trying to do is build a YouTube channel, but it will be in the future. Now I will start with social media, and for sure I want to
Yeah,
to go there to teach
yeah,
people,
yeah,
and this on my map. This on my
yeah.
map.
I think
I'm working on it.
yeah, I think that if like, you have a good 5 or 6 or maybe 5 to 10 people is in a Discord, I think it can be quite helpful. As long as they're like quite dedicated. I remember I used to teach a bit of basics before, but I ended up just teaching my strategy because I was like, you know what, like I'll just give you the full strategy. I don't really care. Like there's plenty of
Yeah.
money to be made for everyone. I was like, and then people
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be giving me like loads of these 5-star reviews on Trustpilot and sorry, not on Trustpilot, on Fiverr. And what was it? It was like there's one girl. I basically gave her a full strategy, like showed it on backtest and how profitable it was, and she was like, "Yeah, this doesn't work." I was like, "Well, yes, it does. I've just showed you. Like, I'm not going to a particular date on the back. I was like, pick a date. Like, we'll go anywhere you want. I'll show you what we're going to do." And my win rate was like 80%. It's ridiculous, but
Whoa,
just
nice.
just yeah. And but she wanted something that she didn't have to practice for like. It was like if you practice this for
Yeah,
2 months, if you practice this for 2 months, you'll probably be good at it. 2 months. And she was like, "Oh, and it needs to be faster." I was like, "Oh, you know what? Like, I just stopped. That's when I stopped teaching." I was like, there was 1 or 2 people like that. They needed it like overnight, and I was like, "You know what? You guys are pissing me off. Like, it doesn't. It's not
yeah, I can
overnight.
imagine, man.
You have to
Yeah,
practice it. Like, you can't just expect to go into the markets right now and whop it."
yeah.
So apart from like building up capital, is there something big that you're saving though for in trading?
Yeah, just improving the life we live and being able to afford more things in life, not like materials
Yeah,
as well,
yeah,
but more like doing stuff that we like and going to the places we love.
Yeah,
That's
nice, mate. Really like that.
that's it. Yeah.
So, how have you found Traderscale as a whole so far?
Really,
Nice.
man. No, really. I'm the most honest people, the most honest person
Yeah.
in this fucking area, man. I really do love trader skill. Why? Fast payouts, fast support,
Hmm.
and good rules. And what do you need, more, man? You
No,
just need the capital. Just pass the
exactly.
challenge, get the capital, put your risk low, and then
Yeah,
live your life. I
easy.
really, it's nothing to say about trader skill.
Brilliant.
Really.
We love that. We
That's
love
what
that.
I'm saying. I when I share my story on Instagram, I always say I really trust this company and
Yeah, yeah.
recommend it for everyone.
Yeah, you always give the little stories to share with the payouts. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. We appreciate any good words
Yeah.
coming our way, to be fair. But yeah, great to chat to you again, mate. And yeah, that's it for today. So thanks again for joining us, Satnus. Another great interview. One of our best traders, one of our most consistent traders, and I knew when I was talking to Atlas a couple of months ago that he'd be back on. It's one of those ones. Risk management answers very smart, and yeah, I think to myself, this guy's definitely going somewhere when I spoke to you last time. So congratulations again on your $8,000. I think there's
Thanks for
probably
having
going
me,
to be
man.
a few more coming up shortly, I can imagine. So
I hope so, and I believe so.
yeah, nice one, mate. Well, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you find anything from Atlas' story that resonate with you. Drop a comment in the question if you'd like me to ask one of the traders a question in the next episode. And thanks for tuning in.